Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs, the show that always is talking about entrepreneurs and to entrepreneurs and listening to entrepreneurs. And every month we like to talk about staffing, because if you don't have people, you don't have a business. And if you don't have great people, you don't have a business. So if that's what we're talking about, we're talking to Marc Z from Marc Z Legal Staffing, president of the firm and founder. Welcome, Marc.
Jeff, good to see you. Great to be here. Great to talk about subjects that are important to the staffing and the hiring of personnel, because as you said, without good people, companies can't develop and grow. A subject that has really become big over the last year as the market has really sizzled with hires is that of phone interviews, because everybody's trying to get people in for when I say everybody, meaning companies are trying to get good people in as soon as possible because they have so many steps. So what they're trying to do is talk to potential candidates, but try to be efficient with their time. And what we've found a lot of our clients are doing, even more so in the last year than probably the last 10 years combined, are phone screens, phone interviews, and phone discussions. So what I thought I would do is go through the pros and cons of phone interviews.
I'm all on board on that topic, Marc, because I've been doing a lot of phone screening for clients over the last couple of years. For me, I find it very convenient. So I'll let you take the mic back, and I'll chip in when it's appropriate.
Well, the first thing I would say is the whole process of phone interviewing makes things efficient. You find a resume, you've been presented a potential candidate by a recruiter, you like the resume in some respect. In fact, a lot of the background looks like it could be a good fit. But rather than bring the person in, you have a number of questions that hopefully can hammer the process and whittle the candidate's qualifications down. And that can be done through a phone interview. Rather than bring somebody in, take a large chunk of your time and determine for the candidate and yourself that it's not the right fit. So first of all, it's efficient. The second thing is it's a good screening mechanism to pre-screen, because today employers are inundated with resumes that aren't necessarily well done, that don't highlight their background because they're generic. A lot of people use
one-pager.
Right, and they use the kitchen sink resume to throw everything in. They don't highlight their skills necessarily for the job.
Everybody says strategic.
Right. And so what happens is you say this person could be the right fit,
right,
but maybe they're not the right fit. So what do? We don't want to bring the person in because they might not be the right fit. So again, the phone screen gives an employer the chance to whittle down what the person's background is, what the skill set is, and if their qualifications are on point. So for example, just last week, we had a person that the client saw the resume. We actually did not send that resume in for a particular position. It was a billing specialist position. We had sent that resume in for a payroll position. But the client said, you know what? We like this candidate's background. We'd like to see the candidate. We'd like to talk to the candidate. Sure, they do a phone screen, okay? The candidate does well on the phone screen. They bring the candidate in, and then once the candidate had the in-person interview, they determine, you know what? That person's skills are still too junior for the job. So they save themselves a step.
If someone wants to know more about interviewing, attracting the right people, and get the right help for attracting the right professionals, how do they find you?
First of all, go onto the radioentrepreneurs.com website, marczlegal.com, marczlegal.com, longfellowstaffing.com, and 617-338-1300.